Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Comic Book Nostalgia. I'm CB Nostalgia with a little update on episode 25 of Young Justice Phantoms. Well, it is super hard to believe we only have 2 more episodes of Young Justice Phantoms. Heck, we might only have 2 more episodes of Young Justice altogether if the show doesn't get renewed. As many of you know, every week we get a little bit of early news on the title and logline for each episode. These have been pretty fun to explore, and once again, we have a new one this week from the team over at the Young Justice Wiki. Now, this week's title does indeed continue the invitation to kneel before Zod code that's been built into the title, because the title for this week's episode is Over and Out, which I'll get to in a second because I find pretty interesting. Now, the logline is also fairly interesting and does inspire several questions. The logline reads, "You can go home again, but beware of hitchhikers." Now, given all the moving around going on in the last episode, the logline really does make me think a lot of things. But first, let's dive into that title. Now, the title of this episode, Over and Out, is a bit ominous. When you hear the phrase over and out, you often think of somebody signing off of a radio or communication method, and that I think is exactly what this is. Now, what I worry is this is somebody saying goodbye, meaning something terrible might be happening to one of our team members in the upcoming episode, and this could be a bit of a prelude to that. Now, as far as the logline goes, you can go home again, but beware of hitchhikers. I think we should look to all the shenanigans going on with the Phantom Zone and boom tubes to figure out what that means. Now, obviously last week we were left on a cliffhanger with Lord Zod incapacitating the team and General Zod, Superboy, Ursa, and Fiora all passing through the boom tube onto Trombus. I do have to wonder where this is going next, and I'm sure Lord Zod will want to put on the express train to try to get them into a situation where they're in front of a yellow sun and start the Kryptonian power charging process. How they do this, I don't know, but beware of hitchhikers makes me feel like no matter where they go, they might have an unexpected follower tag along. Now, neither the title or the logline give us any indication on what's going to happen with Connor, and quite honestly, I think Connor might be the key to the next 2 episodes. His reaction once he gets back into the quote-unquote real world, I think will really define what happens next, and hopefully seeing Miss M pops him out of that trance and gets him back in the game. Now, I don't think any of these hitchhiker references look directly to characters that we have been speculating to see. Quite honestly, I don't think it's Wally, especially after the update we did about Wally yesterday. I got a link to that down below. You should probably check it out if you haven't seen it. But also, I don't think it refers to other Kryptonians in the zone, specifically Kara Zor-El, aka Supergirl, which is somebody many fans have been very hopeful to see. Now, the new episode is just a few hours out, and obviously many of us fans are awfully excited to see it. I do suspect that this week's episode will once again be a cliffhanger, leading us into the finale, and it is hard to believe we only have 1 more left after this week. Now, this is that time again that we remind everybody to use those hashtags, Renew Young Justice Season 5, and Save Earth 16. We are getting really close to the end of the season, and the fact that we don't have a renewal announcement has me very concerned. I'm really hoping we don't just get to do 1 more of these videos about a title and logline. I'm ready for Season 5. I know you are too, and we gotta make sure we show HBO Max and Warner Bros. Discovery how important this show is, and that we want more Young Justice. Probably the best way to do that is to check out those Young Justice Target comics. I've linked the pre-order down below. You can also grab other comics or even the DVDs, but basically, speaking online and speaking with your wallet is the way to make this happen. But until we get some more news, what do you guys think? Do you think Over and Out refers to some sort of statement of saying goodbye? And who do you believe the hitchhiker possibly could be? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit like, click subscribe, and then if you don't ring that bell, you're not getting any updates. Peace.